What's going on, Warriors, and welcome into another edition of the SWU Coaches Show. I'm your host, Sawyer Price, and with me today is your softball head coach, Coach Adkins. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Sawyer. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. Now, Coach, you guys are 14 games into the season so far, and you haven't started conference play yet. So you guys are 8-6 overall this far, and your team has beat one of the top-ranked teams in the nation in Westchester on February 15th. The final score was 4-2, and you guys have been playing a lot of strong teams so far. So how does it make you feel looking forward to conference play?
Well, I just think, going into the year, one thing you always want to challenge your team is a competitive schedule where you can find out really where you stand before you do begin conference play. I think by going over to the North Georgia tournament, and we played 6 games, and I think every one that we played had been to the College World Series in Division II within the last 4 or 5 years. That win definitely, showed our team that they can compete with anyone and compete with the best. So, we're excited about moving into conference play and seeing how we match up with the teams in Conference Carolinas.
Well, awesome, Coach. It's great to see you guys are seeing such great talent so far, kind of getting you guys ready, for the long haul of the season. So how have you seen the entire team step up and produce so far this season?
I think as a team, one thing is we're extremely young again. We have one senior on our team, but we brought 4 freshmen in last year who are sophomores now. All have started a majority of our games. So, they're all have been solid, filled solid roles in our lineup. Also this year, we hired a pitching coach over the summer. Her name's Austin Murray, and she's had experience at Furman and, a former collegiate pitcher. And the job she's done with our pitching staff has just been phenomenal. I believe our pitching staff leads the conference right now in ERA and maybe strikeouts per game.
Awesome.
Also along with that, when you get pitching performances like that, you play a lot better team defense. And I think defensively we lead the conference in fielding percentage right now. So that's definitely stood out the most. I think within that, Delaney Byers and Lydia Clanton, who both pretty much played, the same position every game last year, have been able to, field different roles and where we could do a few different things lineup-wise and really be versatile defensively. Like Delaney's played a lot of second base and first base, and Lydia's played a lot of right field to go along with, playing some second base. So that, when you got players that are versatile like that, that gives you some freedom to do some things and get your best offense on the field when you don't feel like you're sacrificing, defense for offense. So, that's been a plus. Offensively, I believe, Lydia and Delaney still lead our club, but also Emma Collins has been really good of late offensively and has, hit the ball hard and, she also continues to be probably the best base stealer in the conference. So.
Well, awesome, Coach. You talked about defense and how they're doing so well, and your offense has been pretty hot as of late. So what do you see from the offense as the season continues?
I really honestly see our offense doing nothing but getting better. With the with this weather we have here in South Carolina, where we get all 4 seasons in a week. Yeah. We've got a lot of rain early in the year, so we've had to spend the majority of our preseason in the cage indoors. And you're getting your swings in, but these athletes, they like hitting on the field. They really enjoy that, and that's something that we were able to do yesterday for the first time in a long time. So, as we do more of that, I anticipate offensively we'll get better throughout the year. We kind of did last year. We have a very talented club offensively, so if we rise up and perform to the to the level that we're capable of, we're going to be very good by the end of the year.
Yes, sir. Now, you talked about, kind of battling the rain, and we've had a crazy spring so far with rain and all that. So it can kind of get lackadaisical for players, who have to go into the cage, as you said, and constantly just get your swings in. So what are you telling your players to kind of get them over that hump, to get them like, hey, we're still getting our reps in and we still want to be great?
Well, I think the first thing to do, we try to, me and my staff, we try to come up with a plan where, whether it's mental or physical or spiritual, we're trying to create something every day to help get us better. We've got a tarp, so the first 2 days of this week we've had the field covered. We got a break. We were able to go pull it back and get some work done on the field. I just think we try to put in our players' minds that thrive through adversity. Don't let adversity be an excuse. let adversity be an opportunity.
Yes, sir.
And so that's really the way, that's the way I tried to tackle things as an athlete back many years ago, and that's the way, I try to instill in our team. And, quite honestly, I feel like we've been able to do that. We've got some superhuman beings in this program, and they've kind of bought into that, because the great thing about athletics is athletics teaches you about life. And very seldom are you ever going to go through a day without even a little bit of adversity. So, look at that as an opportunity, because everyone doesn't handle adversity as a positive.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't look at it. But, when you look at, what Christ said in Scriptures and what Paul wrote to us in the New Testament, that, we're going to go through these trials and stuff. So look for them as a way to elevate yourself. So we try to do that as a team, athletically on the playing field.
Well, awesome, Coach. It's great to hear that. Now, let's go back to what you said about your pitching staff. Your pitching staff has a 1.96 ERA as a team. That's amazing. And not only that, but you have Delaney Laudenbacher, who is 3-2 with 2 complete games and 38 strikeouts. Emma Collins also has 22 strikeouts and a 1.07 ERA. You also have Ashton Martin, who has 27 strikeouts and a 2.05 ERA. How exciting is it to see that your pitching staff is basically doing phenomenal so far?
Well, obviously it's very exciting when you have the depth that we have right now in the circle. And, like you mentioned Delaney first, I'm really proud of her. I think Delaney had a solid year last year. She wound up making the all-tournament team in the conference championship when we got to the finals, and she was definitely a big part of that. But what Coach Murray's been able to do and come in and add to her arsenal, just on a day-to-day basis, getting that one-on-one instruction has just really elevated her, I think, from a confidence standpoint. So, I continue to see Delaney to progress, honestly. She's got 2 losses, and, one of them was to North Georgia, and the other one was to a game to a team where she threw a 3-hitter. So, that's just a tough luck loss, and that happens sometimes in baseball, as you know, as well, in softball. Talk a little bit about Emma. Emma's probably the most improved, I would say, player on our team. Even though Emma was a good player last year, Emma is an elite player right now. She's came in and really, been what she was at Wren High School on the collegiate level, and just been quite dominant, to be honest with you.
Yes,
Probably our hardest thrower, although Ashton throws pretty hard. But, Emma's so athletic. She fills her position well. She plays center field for us when she's not pitching. And she's also a very, good leadoff hitter. But, as a pitcher, I think she's been, very, very, very impressive. And then, of course, you got Ashton and Michaela to round our staff out, both local products of Daniel High School. And they've both, came in and did what we asked them to do so far.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, you said it before. I believe that SWU softball has a bright future, and you guys are going to continue to progress. So thank you for joining me today, Coach, and we wish you and the team the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Hey, it's been great to be here, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely, Coach. There you have it, folks. Another edition of the SWU Coaches Show. We will see you next week.